Exclusive contracted novel by Feilu Novel Network. Devil Fruit Era. Choose the phantom beast species at the beginning. Zhao Xuan has traveled and arrived at a world that resembles the urban version of the One Piece world. In this world, there are 3 colors of dominance, 6 moves, and demon fruit abilities. In this world, the weak prey on the strong are respected. There is no One Piece comic in this world. Knowing that Zhao Xuan, who was set by the One Piece King, not only started the game as a phantom beast, but also successfully activated the Heavenly Way Reward System. As long as you work hard, you can become stronger. From then on, it was unstoppable. Introduction. Incompetence. Please read the main text, we will definitely not disappoint everyone. Feilu Novel Network reminds you that this novel and its characters are purely fictional. If there are any similarities, they are purely coincidental and should not be imitated. Chapter 1. Urban version of One Piece world. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Have you heard about it? The school flower of Fengming High School next door, Emperor Ruqing, successfully obtained the devil fruit ability from the devil space yesterday on the day of her 18th coming of age ceremony, and it is said to be an extremely rare natural type. Hiss. It's really fake. The natural demon fruit ability. This is the rarest and most difficult ability to obtain among the 3 major demon fruit abilities. If I remember correctly, as long as I die young, all those who have obtained the natural demon fruit ability in history can at least grow to the level of 7th level masters. I heard that Emperor Ruqing still obtained the most powerful magma fruit. Lie down, magma fruit. Goddess truly deserves to be a goddess. She had good grades, but not long ago, she said she had awakened her armed color dominance in advance. Those who can't envy me, I heard they have already been admitted to the Imperial University in advance. Alas, it's really frustrating to be outdone by others. I haven't had any more days like this. Tongqing City, within Tongqing No. 1 Middle School. A group of high school seniors are chatting gossip in their spare time. Let's not talk about other people's goddesses for now. Li Jiwei from Class 2 of Grade 1 High School, you know. It seems that people have also successfully obtained fruit abilities from the demon space, it seems to be fruit abilities of the superpower series. What? Is it really fake? Even Li Jiwei can obtain fruit abilities from the devil's space. Isn't it true that only with strong spiritual power can one enter the devil's space on the day they reach adulthood at 18? If I remember correctly, wasn't Li Jiwei's spiritual power at the bottom of the school during the sophomore year final exam? Who made his family rich? Not long ago, there was a relic near Mutation City, right? There was a spiritual fruit inside the relic that could slightly enhance spiritual strength after taking it. Then, with a big wave of his hand, it seemed that he spent tens of millions to buy all the spiritual fruits produced in the relic in the past few months. Grass. It's so inhumane. What kind of superpower fruit ability has Li Jiwei obtained? It seems like a slow fruit, right? The voices of the students talking echoed from time to time. Almost everyone in the class participated in this casual conversation. Besides, except for Zhao Xuan sitting in the corner of the classroom where the trash can and broom are placed. At this moment, Zhao Xuan's heart was bewildered. Completely confused. What is this all about? What are you all discussing? Seeing that the high school graduation exam is about to take place in half a month, if you don't hurry up and ask more questions, why are you discussing the devil fruit and domineering here? Are you crazy? Is this? If the old class sees it, they will definitely get scolded. If it weren't for Zhao Xuan's certainty that he was currently in a modern classroom, he would have even begun to suspect that he had traveled into the world of anime One Piece. Is it difficult that I didn't wake up? Zhao Xuan muttered and reached out to pinch his arm fiercely. Hiss, a sharp pain suddenly came from my arm. I'm not dreaming, so what's going on with them? I remember there weren't many girls in the class who watched Pirate King, right? Why did I just take a nap and become a C fan? Zhao Xuan was extremely confused, and his gaze accidentally shifted to the today's schedule written in chalk on the edge of the blackboard. The whole person was momentarily stunned. There's no other reason. Because the content of today's schedule is too absurd for him. In theory, the content of the curriculum should be morning, Chinese, mathematics, English, physics, afternoon. Mathematics, chemistry, self-study, English. But Zhao Xuan is looking at the curriculum schedule. It's like this. Morning. Monthly step class, Lanjiao class, finger gun class, self-study, afternoon. Iron block class, meditation class, paper drawing class. What kind of ghost? Just as Zhao Xuan looked bewildered. Suddenly, a sharp pain suddenly swept through his mind. However, the severe pain comes and goes quickly. Before Zhao Xuan could react, the excruciating pain had already left. Instead, there is a strange yet familiar memory. Sleeping in a slot, I've actually traveled through time. Zhao Xuan's expression suddenly became strange. Here, it is still a blue star, but it is completely different from the blue star that Zhao Xuan lived before. This is an urban version of One Piece world. In this world, there are those with demon fruit abilities who can awaken their dominance, and there are also professions like swordsmen. What sets it apart from the world of One Piece? People in this world do not rely on eating demonic fruits to gain fruit ability, but on the day they reach adulthood at the age of 18, as long as their spiritual power is strong enough, they can enter a place called the demonic space. In that place, there is a demon tree. Several demon fruits will randomly refresh from the tree. Everyone can choose one of those demon fruits and acquire its abilities. Attention! I didn't really get this demonic fruit, I just got its ability. So, in this world, it is common to see people with the same fruit ability. I heard that if you develop the devil fruit ability to the extreme, you will truly gain that fruit ability, and from now on, all people who use this fruit ability will not be able to use it to cause damage to you. But it is said that since the arrival of the devil's space in this world, there has not yet been anyone who truly develops the devil's fruit ability to the extreme. Begging for flowers. Begging for tickets. Begging for rewards. Begging for everything. Chapter 2. The Spiritual Power of Mutation. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Unfortunately, my spiritual power doesn't seem to be very strong. In my sophomore year of high school, during the final test, I only measured 15 points, and I had to reach 20 points of spiritual power to enter the demon space on the day I reached adulthood at the age of 18. Although it has been almost a year since the second year of high school and the final test, according to the survey report, from the second year to the third year of high school, if no medication that can enhance mental strength is taken during this period, at most I can only increase my mental strength by 2 or 3 points. So I am only 18 o'clock now, and I am still 2 points away from 20 o'clock. I have finally traveled to such an interesting world, and I don't even have the qualification to become a capable person. The more he thought about it, the more unwilling Zhao Xuan became in his heart. Uncontrollably, he had already clenched his fist. No way. No way. No way. We can't just give up like this. I'm no longer the same person as before. My spiritual power must have changed too. Thinking of this, Zhao Xuan's eyes gradually brightened. Coincidentally, the next class is the old class's meditation class, so I can have the old class help me retest. Time passed quickly in Zhao Xuan's anxious wait. Soon. With the ringing of the class bell, the classroom quickly quieted down. Zhong Jiangwo, the homeroom teacher of class 13 in grade 3, strode in. Meditation class, I have already taught everything that needs to be taught. The rest depends on yourself. In this class, you can meditate and hone your mental strength by yourself. If you have any questions, just raise your hand and ask. As soon as Zhong Jiangwo finished speaking, Zhao Xuan raised his hand with a snap. Zhao Xuan, do you have anything to do? Zhong Jiangwo asked. Old class, I will be 18 years old in 2 days. I want to finally test whether my mental strength can meet the standard. Zhao Xuan stood up and said. Well, it's possible. Zhong Jiangwo nodded and then quickly scanned the faces of the other students in the class, saying, Is there anyone else who wants to test their mental strength? Old class, I also want to have a test. I will be 18 years old and become an adult next week. A man with glasses sitting in the first row raised his hand and said. Is there anyone else? Zhong Jiangwo asked again, and after seeing no one reply, he spoke up again. The others are meditating and honing their spiritual power in the classroom. Zhao Xuan and Li Jiangchang, come with me. The two of them quickly got up and followed in the footsteps of Zhong Jiangwo. In no time, I arrived at the school's mental health testing center. Alright, one by one, who will come first? As soon as Zhong Jiangwo finished speaking, the man with glasses, Li Jiangchang, raised his hand first and said, Old class, let me come first. Well, then, you can come first. Continuing. Under Zhao Xian's gaze, Li Jiang walked step by step to the instrument. Wearing a helmet filled with dense wiring on one's own head. Continuing. Next to him, Zhong Jiangwo pressed the detection switch. On the screen, numbers begin to jump. 1, 2, 3, 4 finally. Stayed at 21. Old class, how's it going? Have my spiritual strength reached the standard? Li Jiangchang, who had taken off his helmet, quickly asked. At 21.00, it's up to standard. Zhong Jiangwo's face was filled with satisfaction and he said, You kid, if I remember correctly, a year ago during the sophomore year of high school and the major test, it was only 17 o'clock. It increased by 4 points a year, and my family bought you some mental supplements. Hee hee. Li Jiangchang scratched his head with a smug expression and started laughing foolishly. It's obvious. He assumed Zhong Jiangwo's speculation. Good kid, take a good rest these days. Don't get sick due to overwork or excitement, which may temporarily weaken your mental strength. Zhong Jiangwo said. I will rest well. After Li Jiangchang nodded, he came to Zhao Xuan with a red light on his face, handed over his helmet, and said, Zhao Xuan, here. Alright, Zhao Xuan, it's your turn now. Come on up. Zhong Jiangwo turned his gaze to Zhao Xuan. Yes, old class. Zhao Xuan bumped into his helmet and came to the front of the machine. After taking a deep breath, I put on my helmet. Are you ready? Zhong Jiangwo spoke up and asked. All right. Zhao Xuan responded. Okay, that's it. Zhong Jiangwo said and pressed the detection button again. On the LCD screen, the numbers jumped again. 1, 2, 3, 4 in the blink of an eye. The number on the screen has already exceeded 20. After breaking through 20, the rate of increase in numbers did not slow down. 21, 22, 23, 24 in the blink of an eye, the number on the screen had already exceeded 30. The most crucial thing is, the numbers are still growing upwards. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, keep rising until 37, then stop. 3, 3, 3, 3. 37, this. Zhong Jiangwo's face was full of disbelief, staring blankly at the numbers on the screen, and he was completely stunned. Li Jiangchang on the side was not doing much better, his eyes staring like eggs, staring blankly at the numbers on the screen. Begging for flowers. Begging for tickets. Begging for rewards. Begging for everything. Chapter 3. Vibration. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Spiritual Power 37. What is this concept? The concept of explosion. As mentioned earlier, on the day of reaching adulthood at the age of 18, a person with a spiritual strength of 20 points is eligible to enter the demon space and obtain fruit ability. Each time, several different abilities will randomly refresh from the devil fruit tree to obtain the devil fruit. According to official statistics, when entering the demon space, the spiritual power is between 20.25, and the refreshed demon fruits are likely to be some ordinary animal or superpower demon fruits, with a very low probability of refreshing natural demon fruits. Spiritual power is between 26 and 30, with a 1/3 chance of spawning natural demon fruits. Spiritual power is between 31 and 35, and there is a half chance that natural demon fruits will be brushed. If the spiritual power is above 35, 100% will brush out natural demon fruits. In general, those with natural demon fruit abilities, as long as there are no accidents halfway through, can almost 100% become strong in the 7th level of the Venerable Realm. What is the concept of the 7th level Venerable Realm? The Governor-General of Nanjiang Province, where Zhao Xuan is located, is a 7th rank venerable figure. Under the jurisdiction of Nanjiang Province, there are a total of 30 to 40 cities of all sizes, with a population of hundreds of millions. That is also why Zhong Jiangwo and Li Jiangchang were so shocked. Just as the two were stunned, Zhao Xianshi, who had not received a response from Zhong Jiangwo for a long time, couldn't help but take off his helmet and ask, "Old Ban, how are you?" Then, he saw Zhong Jiangwo and the other two standing still in place. Zhong Jiangwo has clearly not reflected from Zhao Xian's test results and has not responded. Seeing this, Zhao Xuan vaguely guessed something in his heart. Quickly turned around and glanced at the LCD screen behind him. 37. Looking at the numbers on the screen, Zhao Xuan suddenly became ecstatic. If nothing unexpected happens, the natural demon fruit has stabilized. This is simply a wild start. In Zhao Xian's ecstatic heart, a little confusion arose. Confused about why one's spiritual power is so high. It should be caused by time travel. After thinking for a while, Zhao Xuan could only attribute the cause to time travel. And at this moment, Zhong Jiangwo, who had been stunned for a long time, finally reacted. His movements are extremely exaggerated. First, he pinched himself hard. Zhao Xuan even saw him take a breath of air conditioning due to pain. Next up, he quickly reached out again and rubbed his eyes. After repeatedly confirming that he had not dreamed or had dizziness, Zhong Jiangwo froze again. After being stunned for a few seconds, I finally regained my strength. Zhao Xuan, let's not test it again. The machine seems to have some issues. Zhong Jiangwo's face was full of disbelief, trembling as he spoke. Good old class. Zhao Xuan put on his helmet again. Zhong Jiangwo quickly pressed the detection button. A few seconds later, on screen the uppercase number 37 reappeared. This. Zhong Jiangwo's face immediately turned red and his words became incoherent. Zhao Xuan, please wait here for a moment while I make a phone call. After speaking, Zhong Jiangwo hurriedly took out his phone and quickly dialed a certain number. Hello, Principal, I am Zhong Jiangwo. Good news. Our Tongqing No. 1 middle school is going to produce a great genius, with a mental health test breaking 35. In no time. Step by step. A chaotic and hurried sound of footsteps came from outside the room. Next up, Zhao Xuan saw almost all the school leadership teams, including the principal and vice principal of Tongqing No. 1 middle school, as well as the senior teaching director, hurriedly walking in. Zhong Jiangwo quickly welcomed Zhao Xuan, and after a conversation, a group of people came to Zhao Xuan with a fiery expression on their faces. Jin Shuiyang, the principal of Tongqing No. 1 middle school, spoke enthusiastically, "This is Zhao Xuan, isn't he? He is really young and promising. Hello, principal. Zhao Xuan greeted him with a nonchalant greeting. Zhao Xuan, it's like this. I've already heard your class teacher talk about your situation, but after all, hearing is believing, seeing is believing. If possible, could you please test it again? Jin Shueyang said with bright eyes. No problem. Zhao Xuan said as he was about to put on his helmet, but was stopped by Jin Shueyang. Zhao Xuan, let's use this new generation shaking helmet for testing. This equipment in our school has been in use for decades and is almost scrapped. Speaking, Jin Shueyang handed over a brand new helmet. Good. Zhao Xuan took the helmet. After putting it on, detection begins. A few seconds later. Detection completed. Everyone looked at the number 37 displayed on the screen of the helmet, blushing and ecstatic. Okay, Zhao Xuan, according to your old class, you're going to be 18 years old in a few days, right? Jin Shueyang said with a bright red light on his face. Yes, principal. Zhao Xuan nodded. Take a good rest these days and don't tire yourself. Here are 10 nourishing fruits for you to take first. If you're tired, eat too. Jin Shueyang said and handed a delicate wooden box to Zhao Xuan. Nourishing God fruit can nourish mental health, and after taking it, it can slightly improve mental health. The market price is 100,000 yuan per pill. And now, Jin Shueyang's move is worth 10 million yuan. It can be seen from this. Zhao Xuan's spiritual talent is truly amazing. Surprisingly, even the principal of a school couldn't help but get along well with him in advance. Begging for flowers. Begging for tickets. Begging for rewards. Begging for everything. Chapter 4. Heavenly Way Reward System. You are listening at novelfull.audio. In the classroom, there was silence. All the students are quietly meditating, trying their best to improve their mental strength before the college entrance examination arrives. Suddenly. Step by step, the sound of footsteps came in waves. Several of the students instinctively opened their eyes and looked outside the classroom, only to see Zhao Xuan, who was being surrounded by school leaders such as Jin Shueyang. This is not the most crucial. The most crucial thing is, Jin Shueyang and other school leaders have a passionate attitude towards Zhao Xuan. One by one, their faces were red and they nodded and bowed. Soon. The movement at the door caught the attention of other students in the class. What is the situation? Didn't Li Jiangchang and Zhao Xuan go to monitor the mental state? Why did the principal and his team come? They were first confused. Continuing. An incredibly bold guess arose in their hearts. Is it difficult for either of them to have excessive mental strength? Spiritual strength 20.25, to meet the standard. If the mental strength is above 26 points, it is considered excessive. Thinking of this, the students in the classroom couldn't sit still and looked eagerly at everyone outside the classroom. Soon. Under their eager gaze, Jin Shueyang and other school leaders left one after another, and homeroom teacher Zhong Jiangwo walked into the classroom with Zhao Xuan and Li Jiangchang in a red face. You guys go back and sit down first. As soon as Zhao Xuan and Li Jiangchang sat down, Zhong Jiangwo spoke again. Classmates, let me tell you some good news. Old class, tell me. What good news? Everyone asked one after another. Our class is about to produce 2 capable students. As soon as this sentence is spoken. Suddenly. Wow. The whole classroom was in an uproar. Old class, do you mean that both Li Jiangchang and Zhao Xuan's spiritual strength has reached the standard? A student asked. Zhong Jiangwo nodded with a red light on his face and continued, not only that, but Zhao Xuan in our class has a mental health test result of 37 o'clock. As soon as this sentence is spoken. Wow. The classroom is even hotter and more noisy. Brush and brush. Everyone's gaze converged on Zhao Xuan. Old class, are what you said true? Zhao Xuan, your spiritual power actually has 37 points. Well, how could that be? I remember when I was in my sophomore year and had a big test, Zhao Xuan waited for me until my mental strength was only 15 o'clock, right? For a moment, the entire classroom was in chaos. Quiet, everyone, quiet. Zhong Jiangwo waved his hand and said, of course what I said is true. As for why Zhao Xian's mental strength suddenly skyrocketed so much, according to the principal's speculation, it is highly likely that his mental strength has mutated. Everyone has heard of the story of Feng Wu, the governor-general of the neighboring Su River province, and he also mutated his mental strength before. The noise in the classroom lasted for more than 10 minutes before it finally stopped under Zhong Jiangwo's stern reprimand. When has it been? It's only half a month since the college entrance examination, and you're still making noise here. What's it like? With this time, if you don't meditate properly, the mental strength test is also one of the college entrance examination items. Under Zhong Jiangwo's reprimand, the classroom quickly quieted down, and everyone began to meditate again. Zhao Xuan is naturally also among them. He was just about to enter a meditative state. Suddenly, I heard a vague mechanical female voice in my ear. Ding dong, the Heavenly Way Reward System is being activated. Ding dong, the Heavenly Way Reward System has been successfully activated. Accompanied by a warning sound, a semi-transparent light curtain immediately appeared before Zhao Xian's eyes. Heavenly Way Reward System name. Zhao Xuan age. 17 spirit. 37.31/37.31 physical fitness. 19.84/19.84 ability. Shaving, beginner. 86 out of 100, iron block, beginner. 58/100, finger drawing, proficient. 16/200, moon step, proficient. 9/200, Lanjiao, beginner. 98 out of 100, finger spear, beginner. 59 out of 100, swordsmanship, beginner. 89/100, skill proficiency level. Beginner level, proficient level, mastery level, grandmaster level, extraordinary level, saint level. Sleeping slot, system. Looking at the semi-transparent light curtain in front of him, Zhao Xian's heart once again became ecstatic. After a while, he finally managed to regain his composure. After taking a deep breath, he asked in his heart, system, what functions do you have? As soon as the thought arose, the next second, a memory came to his mind. The content of memory is naturally about introducing the system. The function of the system activated by Zhao Xuan is very simple and directly related to its name. The way of heaven rewards diligence, as the name suggests, means that hard work can lead to strength. Begging for flowers. Begging for tickets. Begging for rewards. Begging for everything. Important thing. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Add rules for the first day of a new book. On the first day of the new book, I kneel down and beg for flowers and review tickets. As long as there are flowers and review tickets, the author's sauce will explode 10 times. Flowers and review tickets are both free of charge, and will be refreshed every day. Readers, if you don't use them today, they will be refreshed tomorrow. Although it is only some free data and not very important for readers, it is very important for the author. Because these free data represent the potential of a book and are important indicators of whether a book can continue to be written. Even if all the readers have already voted for flowers and reviews today, you can leave a message in the comments section. Leave a word to support the author, only then will the author have the motivation to continue writing. Finally. Still that sentence. If there are flowers and review tickets to support it. Or if there is 100V reward support. Author's guarantee, 10 more. 10 shifts. 10 shifts. 10 shifts. Say important things 3 times. On the first day of the new book, I kneel down and beg for flowers and review tickets. As long as there are flowers and review tickets, the author's sauce will explode 10 times. Flowers and review tickets are both free of charge, and will be refreshed every day. Readers, if you don't use them today, they will be refreshed tomorrow. Although it is only some free data and not very important for readers, it is very important for the author. Because these free data represent the potential of a book and are important indicators of whether a book can continue to be written. Even if all the readers have already voted for flowers and reviews today, you can leave a message in the comments section. Leave a word to support the author, only then will the author have the motivation to continue writing. Finally. Still that sentence. If there are flowers and review tickets to support it. Or if there is 100V reward support. Author's guarantee, 10 more. 10 shifts. 10 shifts. 10 shifts. Say important things 3 times. On the first day of the new book, I kneel down and beg for flowers and review tickets. As long as there are flowers and review tickets, the author's sauce will explode 10 times. Flowers and review tickets are both free of charge, and will be refreshed every day. Readers, if you don't use them today, they will be refreshed tomorrow. Although it is only some free data and not very important for readers, it is very important for the author. Because these free data represent the potential of a book and are important indicators of whether a book can continue to be written. Even if all the readers have already voted for flowers and reviews today, you can leave a message in the comments section. Leave a word to support the author, only then will the author have the motivation to continue writing. Finally. Still that sentence. If there are flowers and review tickets to support it. Or if there is 100V reward support. Author's guarantee, 10 more. 10 shifts. 10 shifts. 10 shifts. Say important things 3 times. Chapter 5. Breaking 40. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Can one become stronger as long as they work hard? Zhao Xuan murmured in his heart and silently closed his eyes. After calming down, he began to meditate. 10 minutes later. As the bell rang for the end of class, Zhao Xuan broke free from his meditative state. Next up. The system's prompt sound starts. Ding dong, you have been meditating seriously for a short period of time, and have gained a little. Your spiritual power is plus 0.01. Not bad. Zhao Xuan was not disappointed with the system he activated because he only increased his mental power by 0.01. After all, meditation for 10 minutes increases mental power by 0.01, which is already quite significant. 10 minutes of 0.01, isn't that an hour that can increase by 0.06? There are 24 hours in a day. If we calculate it this way. If Zhao Xuan could meditate without moving for a whole day, he could increase his spiritual power by 1.44. What is this concept? The concept of explosion. If this were to spread, it would definitely be enough to scare everyone's chin. Not to mention. According to the system, the longer the continuous cultivation time, the more generous the rewards can be obtained. After class. Brush and brush. Almost everyone in the class gathered in front of Zhao Xuan. Although they can confirm based on the reactions of the old class Zhong Jiangwo and the school leaders that Zhao Xuan's spiritual strength really exceeds the standard. But, without hearing Zhao Xuan's personal confession, they couldn't believe it in their hearts. Zhao Xuan, do you really have 37 points of spiritual power? Zhao Xuan, has your spiritual power really mutated? Zhao Xuan. During the 10-minute break after class, the sound of inquiry in Zhao Xuan's ear hardly stopped. At the same time, the news that Zhao Xuanjing's divine power test has reached 37 has also begun to spread throughout the entire school. For a moment, the entire Tongqing No. 1 middle school shook. By the next day, Fengming High School next door had already learned about Zhao Xian's situation. No. Not just Fengming High School. Most of Tongqing has been spread throughout. This is very normal. Spiritual power of 37 is basically 100% capable of becoming a natural demon fruit ability. And as mentioned earlier, almost all natural demons with fruit abilities, as long as they do not die prematurely, can become strong at the level of 7th level masters. The 7th-rank venerable, that existence at the level of the Grand Historian of the Frontier. Although Zhao Xian was aware of all of this, he didn't pay much attention to it. Because his attention was almost entirely focused on the Heavenly Reward System. After 2 days of hard work, coupled with the 10 nourishing fruits gifted by Jin Shuiyang, Zhao Xian's spiritual power is rapidly approaching the 40-level mark. Early morning. The sky was not yet bright, and Zhao Xian woke up early. After washing up and having breakfast, Zhao Xian arrived at the office specially reserved for him at school, and began his meditation today. Time quietly passes by. Blink, 2 hours later. Ding dong, you have been meditating seriously for a while, and you have gained a lot. Your spiritual strength plus 0.2. Upon hearing this, Zhao Xian quickly opened his attribute panel. Heavenly Way Reward System Name. Zhao Xian Age. 18 Spirit. 30.08/40.17 Physical Fitness. 19.84/19.84 Ability. Shaving, Iron Block, Finger Drawing, Moon Step, Lawn Foot, Finger Spear, Swordsmanship. Long-term meditation can lead to mental exhaustion and temporary mental weakness. This is unavoidable. Also, nourishing the divine fruit is not a high-level spiritual medicine, it is just a low-level spiritual medicine. Its effect on mental power below 20 points is still very obvious, and the effect on mental power above 20 points is not as obvious, let alone above 30 points. This is also why Zhao Xianming, despite having a system and nourishing divine fruits to assist, still spent 2 days with his spiritual strength to break through 40. It can be considered as breaking through 40. Zhao Xian breathed a sigh and a faint smile appeared on his face. There are still over 2 hours until the devil's space opens, and I happen to have one more nourishing fruit left to eat. It should be enough for me to fully restore my spiritual power. Zhao Xian casually threw a green fruit into his mouth, closed his eyes, and let everything go in his mind. He didn't think of anything and quickly regained his spiritual strength. Not long. Class teacher Zhong Jiangwo, Principal Jin Shuiyang, and a group of school leaders came to this office one after another. Seeing Zhao Xian, who was recovering his mental strength, everyone remained silent and waited quietly, afraid that it would disturb him. Time quietly passes by. Soon. It will arrive at noon at 12 o'clock. Under the bright gaze of everyone, the air around Zhao Xian suddenly stirred up a ripple. Next up. Next second. A crack appeared and then swallowed him whole. We're starting. I don't know if Zhao Xian will get that natural demon fruit ability. No matter which one it is, there is no weakness in natural demon fruits. Seeing Zhao Xian disappear, Zhong Jiangwo and others couldn't help but speak up and started discussing excitedly one by one. Thank you for getting to know each other, it's like a monthly pass from a fortune teller. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the monthly pass and 100V reward from Mr. Shun. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your flower support. Chapter 6. Devil Space. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Is this the legendary demon space? Zhao Xian looked at the scene in front of him, his face full of curiosity. The true appearance of the demon space is completely different from what Zhao Xian had imagined. In his opinion, the devil's space should be a gloomy place. But, on the contrary, the demon space is not only not gloomy, but also very bright. Blue sky and white clouds, bright sunshine. Even the air is very fresh. Give people a very comfortable feeling. This feeling is like walking in the sun on a winter afternoon and basking in the sun. I can't help but want to stretch my waist. The demon space is very large, like an island. However, on the entire island, except for the big tree in the center that blocks the sun, there is only a green lawn, and no other plants can be seen. Zhao Xuan curiously looked around for a while before taking a step towards the demon tree in the center. By the time he arrived at the devil's tree, 5 people had already gathered under the tree. They, like Zhao Xuan, are both 18-year-old adults with spiritual strength standards today, from all over the world who possess quasi-demon fruit abilities. I'm here. Shouldn't it be the last one in our batch? Finally, we can start. Seeing Zhao Xuan's arrival, the 5 of them became excited. This is the rule of the demon space. All members of the same group must arrive at the devil's tree before they can start selecting fruits. Hello friend, my dear Zhu Qingtian. Zhao Xiangang stood firmly under the tree when a chubby man smiled and spoke to him. Hello Zhu brothers, Zhao Xuan. Zhao Xuan responded and introduced himself. Zhao Xuan, good name. Zhu Qingtian smiled and said. Zhao Xian's mouth twitched for a moment. He had instinctively wanted to say, where's good, but he held it back again. Brother Zhao, you came relatively late. Let me introduce you to you. Zhu Qingtian spoke passionately and explained for Zhao Xuan. He first pointed to the boy at the edge who was wearing glasses but full of muscles and said, this is Qiu Jiqiu from Nanyuan province. His spiritual strength is 36 points. If nothing unexpected happens, he should be the highest among the 6 of us. Upon hearing this, Zhao Xuan couldn't help but take a surprised look at Qiu Ji. The muscular man's face suddenly showed a hint of pride. What does 36 o'clock mean? This means that he is basically 100% capable of becoming a natural demon fruit ability. This is Shenhan and Shen brother from Sichuan province, with a spiritual strength of 28 points. Zhu Qingtian pointed to the second boy and said. Hello brother Zhao, Shenhan nodded at Zhao Xuan. And this is Jiang Yiran, a girl from Nanhe province, with a mental strength of 23 o'clock. This is brother Xiao Yan from the imperial capital, with a spiritual strength of 21 o'clock. Finally, it's me, my dear Zhu Qingtian, from the magic city, with a spiritual power of 31 points. Everyone from Zhu Qingtian was introduced once, and Zhao Xuan also said hello one by one. And then, Zhu Qingtian spoke again, do you know what the spiritual power of Zhao Xuan brothers is? As soon as this sentence is spoken. Brush and brush. Everyone's gaze converged on Zhao Xuan. Oh, I. Zhao Xiangang spoke and suddenly a white light fell from the devil's tree, onto Xiao Yan's body. Brush and brush. Everyone's gaze shifted from Zhao Xuan to Xiao Yan. Let's start now. Zhao Xuan muttered in his heart and turned his gaze to him. After the white light fell, fruits of different shapes fell from the tree and finally floated in front of Xiao Yan. A total of 20. Choose one out of 20. After hesitating for a few seconds, Xiao Yan chose one of them. Subsequently, the other fruits quickly disappeared in place, while the fruit he had chosen quickly integrated into his body. Immediately after, the white light surrounding Xiao Yan quickly dissipated. Brother Xiao, how are you? What is your fruit? Zhu Qingtian asked for the first time. Xiao Yan's face was neither happy nor sad, and he said, the most common animal is just the fruit of horses and horses. Zhu Qingtian was still about to speak, and the white light fell again, this time on the only girl, Jiang Yiran. Her luck was also not good, and she ultimately chose the animal-type demon fruit. Immediately after, the white light fell on Shenhan, who had a mental strength of 28 points. Shenhan's luck is even worse. If you have 28 points of spiritual power, theoretically there is a 1/3 chance that you will brush out natural demon fruits. But unfortunately, he couldn't brush it out. Not only that, but when he finally chose it, he also chose the most common animal-type demon fruit that is well known. After the selection, Zhao Xuan noticed that Shenhan's face immediately turned white. Continuing. Under Zhu Qingtian's surprised gaze, white light fell on him. The selection of fruit ability in the same batch has a sequential order. The weaker the spiritual power, the more advanced it becomes. Zhu Qingtian originally thought that Zhao Xuan's spiritual power would definitely be inferior to himself. That's why he was so surprised. Zhu Qingtian's luck is quite good. Although he did not brush out the natural demon fruit, he obtained a very rare natural floating fruit. It can be seen. He is very satisfied with the floating fruit. A face full of red light. Continuing. Just as everyone was turning their attention to Zhao Xuan and preparing to watch him select the ability of devil fruit, white light unexpectedly fell on Qiu Ji. Suddenly, all of them, including Qiu Ji, were stunned for a moment, and each one showed a surprised expression. Brother Zhao Xuan, I didn't expect you to be the hidden boss. Zhu Qingtian gave Zhao Xuan a complicated glance and said. Zhao Xuan smiled foolishly. In the white light, 5 fruits fell in front of Qiu Ji. Continuing. Qiu Ji seemed to have seen something and suddenly showed a look of ecstasy. Subsequently, he almost hesitated without hesitation, and directly chose the fruit on the edge. The white light dissipated. Before Zhu Qingtian could ask a question, Qiu Ji looked over at Zhao Xuan and said, Nature is the fruit of thunder. Hear the words. Zhu Qingtian and others showed a strong expression of envy on their faces. After all, that's thunder fruit. Facing the gaze of everyone, Qiu Ji's face once again showed a look of pride and pride. Zhao Xuan couldn't help but understand that this guy is clearly showing off to himself. Naive. When Zhao Xuan rose, white light came. This time, it's his turn. 2,000 plus words big chapter. Thank you for the big monthly pass of the brand worker. Thank you 186, 7807, 5400, no longer believing in the word of love, reading has become futile, a big 100V reward. Thank you for not living the rest of your life owing a big monthly pass. Thank you very much. P.S. Which devil fruit do you think the protagonist would choose? That's it for Chapter 7. You are listening at novelfull.audio. This translator is experiencing an error, please try another translator. Chapter 8. Uprising Physical Fitness. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Choose to make. Except for the selected Qinglong fruit, the other 9 natural demon fruits scattered and flew back to the devil tree. The selected Qinglong fruit quickly flew towards Zhao Xuan. It crashed directly into Zhao Xuan's left chest. Next second, Zhao Xuan felt a warm current burst out from his heart. Wherever the warm current passes, his whole body's cells seem to be cheering, crazily absorbing the power contained in this warm current. Zhao Xuan's physique began to grow. No, 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 no. This can no longer be described as growth. More precisely, it should be a surge. 20, 25. 30, 35. 40 in the blink of an eye, Zhao Xuan's physique had already surpassed 40 levels. And his physique is still soaring. Zhao Xuan was completely immersed in the state of soaring physical fitness, unable to extricate himself. And now, the white light surrounding Zhao Xuan quietly dissipated. Zhu Qingtian and others looked at Zhao Xuan in front of them, each with a complex expression. There is confusion, anger, ridicule, and so on. Brother Zhao Xuan, why didn't you choose the natural demon fruit ability? Zhu Qingtian spoke up first, breaking the silence of the scene and saying, haven't you seen the Devil's Fruit illustrated? Hear the words. Qiu Ji and others were all taken aback. Yes. This guy must have never seen the Devil's Fruit illustrated. Otherwise, how could he not choose the natural demon fruit? Think of this. Qiu Ji and others looked at Zhao Xuan with a strong sense of sympathy in their eyes. Even some people's eyes are filled with schadenfreude. Faced with Zhu Qingtian's question, Zhao Xuan felt the terrifying power filling his body, smiled and shook his head, saying, no, I have read the Devil's Fruit illustrated. How could Zhao Xuan not have read the Devil Fruit illustrated? 2 days ago, Zhao Xuan had already memorized the appearance of all natural demon fruits included in the Devil Fruit illustrated book. He originally wanted to choose the natural demon fruit. But no way. The temptation of the Qinglong form is really too great. Why don't you choose the natural demon fruit? Zhu Qingtian said in great confusion. Qiu Ji and others stared at Zhao Xuan one after another. Because my sixth sense tells me that I should choose that fruit instead of the natural demon fruit. Zhao Xuan responded. The sixth sense. Zhu Qingtian and others frowned one after another. What type of demon fruit is the last one you chose? A superpower type. Zhu Qingtian pursued. No, it's an animal species. Zhao Xuan's words came out. Suddenly. Zhu Qingtian and others were all taken aback. What? Animal series. Your sixth sense made you choose an animal-type demon fruit. Immediately after, the group of people blurted out in astonishment. Zhao Xuan, I thought you would become my archenemy in the future, but I didn't expect you to choose an animal-type demon fruit because of your so-called sixth sense. You have disappointed me so much. Qiu Ji once again regained his proud expression, and after speaking, he left the demon space directly. As soon as Qiu Ji left, the remaining few people also left one after another. Ah, Brother Zhao Xuan, you are really impulsive this time. The animal-type demon fruit is the weakest among the 3 recognized demon fruits. As Zhu Qingtian shook his head and sighed, he suddenly changed his mind and said, but you don't need to be too disappointed. Although you can't become a powerful fruit expert, with your talent, becoming a domineering master shouldn't be a big problem. I heard that the president of our Magic City University, the existence of the 8th rank king realm, is just a domineering master, and he doesn't have fruit ability in him. Don't worry, Brother Zhu. I'm not disappointed, and I don't regret my choice. Zhao Xuan smiled kindly. You. Sigh. Brother Zhao Xuan, there's no need to hold back. Just cry if you need to. Just cry out. It's not good for your health to hold back like this. Stop talking, I should go now. It's obvious. Zhu Qingtian completely misunderstood Zhao Xuan. Misunderstanding Zhao Xuan was forcing a smile and quickly leaving the demon space. Looking at the empty demon space, Zhao Xuan suddenly didn't know what to say. I'm really not disappointed. Why don't you believe me? I really can't even laugh now. Watching his constantly soaring physique, Zhao Xuan muttered to himself. It only takes a little while. Zhao Xuan's physique has already surpassed the 70 threshold. Although the speed has slowed down slightly compared to the beginning. But the growth rate is still very fast. Keep going at this speed. Zhao Xuan even suspected that his physical fitness could grow beyond the 100 mark in one breath. Thank you for the big 100V reward and monthly pass at 37062. Thank you to the color batch leader. The big monthly pass. Thank you to FGH for the big 100V reward. Chapter 9. Awakening Armed Colorful Dominance. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Tongqing No. 1 Middle School. In the office. A peaceful scene. Zhong Jiangwo, Jin Shuiyang, and others are anxiously waiting for Zhao Xuan's return. Tick, 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 tick. The passage of time is second by second. Suddenly, a mysterious wave suddenly spread out from before their eyes. Next up, a ripple rose in the space. A crack appeared. Under the intense gaze of everyone, Zhao Xianhong emerged from the crack with a bright face. Seeing Zhao Xian's happy and excited expression, Zhong Jiangwo and others glanced at each other, and their faces showed signs of ecstasy. Zhao. Jin Shuiyang smiled and took a step forward, just as he spoke. The voice suddenly paused. Continuing. My eyes widened. A strong look of shock appeared on his face. This is. He widened his eyes and stared at Zhao Xian's slightly blackened right fist, his face full of shock and disbelief. Martial, armed and domineering. How could this be possible? Armed and domineering, this is the ability that can only be awakened if the physique is above 100. Everyone exclaimed in surprise. Next up. Zhao Xian saw his homeroom teacher Zhong Jiangwo and a group of school leaders such as Jin Shuiyang, rubbing his eyes and looking at him again. We don't have eye strain. What exactly is going on? Jin Shuiyang and others were confused. Completely confused. He stood still for a while before finally regaining his senses. Zhao Xian, what's going on here? What exactly happened in the demon space? Jin Shuiyang, the former meticulous principal of Tongqing No. 1 Middle School, is now stuttering in his speech, which shows how much shock that scene just now gave him. Principal, it's like this. Zhao Xian did not conceal that he did not have the ability to choose the natural demon fruit. After all, paper cannot contain fire. He candidly told Jin Shuiyang and others about what happened in the demon space. So it's like this. After listening to Zhao Xian's story, Jin Shuiyang and others suddenly realized and their expressions sank one after another. In the office, the previous silence has been restored. After a long time, Jin Shuiyang finally spoke up and said, Zhao Xian, you are really too impulsive this time. He sighed and continued, you may not have had contact with natural demon fruit abilities, and you don't understand the power of natural demon fruits. Natural demon fruits have a bug-like ability called elemental transformation, which can be immune to any physical attacks after elemental transformation. Forget it, let's not talk about these anymore. It's already too late to say these now. And the animal fish fruit you chose according to your sixth sense looks pretty good, directly breaking through the 100 levels of your physical fitness and awakening your armed color dominance, which can be considered a blessing in disguise. Zhao Xian, in the next few days, don't think about this anymore. Let the past pass. Although you haven't obtained the natural fruit ability or the qualification to be recommended to a prestigious school, with your current physical condition and awakened armed dominance, it's not a problem to pass the martial arts exam and get into a prestigious school. Xiao Zhong, why don't you take Zhao Xian back? There are only a dozen or so days left until the college entrance examination, so we can't waste time. Yes, Principal. Then, Zhao Xian followed Zhong Jiangwo and left the office. On the way back to the classroom, Zhong Jiangwo saw that Zhao Xian had not spoken all the way. He was deeply afraid that Zhao Xian would feel uneasy because he regretted not choosing the natural demon fruit. He couldn't help but speak up. Zhao Xian, don't think too much. Didn't the principal also say that although you didn't become a natural demon fruit ability, you still benefited from misfortune and gained dominance in advance? You can try to consider developing in the field of dominance. If you are developing towards dominance, it can perfectly adapt to the animal-type demon fruit you have chosen. After all, almost all animal demon fruits have the effect of enhancing physical fitness. Among the domineering masters in today's society, almost 1/3 are animal-type demon fruit abilities. Listening to Zhong Jiangwo's persuasion, Zhao Xuan's heart warmed slightly. He smiled and said, "Old class, don't worry, I'm fine. I'm really fine. I don't regret my choice. Although I got the fruit ability of the animal series, I don't think it's worse than the natural series." That's good, just think so. Zhong Jiangwo breathed a sigh of relief. In this chapter, I would like to extend my gratitude to Xiaofei for his large monthly pass. Thank you to the Lord of the Heavenly Palace, Huayi, for his generous 100V reward. Thank you to GD and HS for their prompt updates. Thank you to the amazing Orange Peel for his generous 588V reward. Thank you very much.